A sister fakes cancer to skip rent. A niece loses her mind over a mini cone. And someone just inherited $180,000. But their siblings want a piece. These are real Reddit confessions. Dramatic, petty, emotional, and totally bombastic. This is Bombastic Stories, where we dive deep into the messiest moral drama Reddit has to offer. Our first story kicks off with a woman who thought she was supporting her sister through chemo, until a chance coffee shop conversation unraveled the lie of a lifetime.
I'm 34, and for 8 months, my younger sister told everyone she had cancer. She shaved her head, lied about chemo, even got our parents to move in and care for her. But last week, I ran into the office manager of her so-called oncologist. She'd never heard of my sister.
Turns out the whole thing was fake. She was just drowning in debt and faked illness to avoid bills. OP gave her 24 hours to confess to their parents, but she didn't. So OP did.
Now my sister says I ruined her life, that I should have protected her. But I say I protected the truth.
Reddit said, not the a-hole. But what do you think? Was the lie unforgivable, or a desperate move from someone at rock bottom? Next up, something a little lighter and colder, because what starts as one woman's nightly cone turns into a parenting nightmare.
I eat a tiny ice cream cone every night after dinner. It's my little treat. But now, my brother, his wife, and their daughter are staying with me. And apparently, the cone is a problem.
The niece wants some. The mom says ice cream is a sometimes food. The sister-in-law asks OP to stop, just to keep the peace. But OP doesn't cave.
I said, I'm not going to stop eating ice cream in my own home. I even offered to wait until bedtime, but it didn't help. Now she's calling me selfish.
Reddit? Backed her. No one gets between an adult and their nightly cone. Do you think she was being petty? Or is this just a classic case of mom guilt gone too far? Now we shift into a more controversial zone. When is a book too mature for a 14-year-old? And who gets to decide?
I'm 20. My cousin, 14, is staying in my room while her house is getting repaired. My mum said to hide inappropriate books, so I did. Except The Handmaid's Tale. I figured it'd be too boring for her.
But it wasn't.
She started reading it, and my uncle flipped. He said I was careless, that I should have locked it away. But it's my room, and it's not like I handed it to her.
Reddit leaned in OP's favor. But the debate continues. Classic literature or inappropriate exposure? You tell us. Our next story? Money, bloodlines, and family tension so thick you could slice it with a will.
I was adopted at birth. Never knew my birth mom until she died and left me everything. $180,000.
Her adopted siblings? Furious.
They said it should be split 3 ways, but it was my birth mother, my only real connection. Now dinners are awkward, and I feel like a villain for just accepting a gift I never asked for.
Legal. Yes. Fair. That's where Reddit was divided. Would you split the inheritance out of guilt, or keep what was freely given? And finally, a quieter conflict, ironically about being too loud.
When I get excited, I talk louder without realizing. My partner will interrupt me to say, "Lower your volume." I know they mean well, but every time, it kills my joy.
OP's not yelling and just enthusiastic. But is it fair to ask a partner to change how they express joy, just to keep things calm?
I've asked them to stop, but they still interrupt me. I just want to feel heard, not managed.
No big fight, no villains, just two people trying to communicate. Reddit said no a-holes here. So what do you think? Is this a communication issue or a mismatch in emotional styles? From fake illnesses to frozen desserts, in-laws, cousins, and partners who just don't get it. This has been another episode of Bombastic Stories. Which story had you yelling at the screen? Drop your judgment in the comments below. We read them all. And if you love messy morality, subscribe for more bombshells from Reddit's darkest corners.